What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So there's definitely some negativity or a lot of negativity that's going towards the crypto market, not only today, but yesterday, the last week, the last month, the last half a year, the last full year, right? There's been a lot of negativity that has gone or has been directed towards the crypto market. And when we look at different positions and we look at a lot of things that are, falling, we understand that we have certain positions that are in our minds. One of those positions being Shiba Inu. And I think a lot of people are asking me about predictions on where this is going to go, when it's going to come back, and all that stuff. And I think a couple of questions that I've received was around a prediction for where we're going to see this by 2025. Know that 2025 is a long way out, and we don't know all of the things that are going to be implemented. We don't know all of the changes. 3 years is a very, very long time. Now, if you're talking about 2025, the beginning of 2025, then obviously we have less than 3 years, but it's a long time. We all know that it's going to take a while to see everything play out the right way and to see, you know, what we've hoped for, this to be, what we hope for our accounts to become. So I'm going to go through a price prediction for Shiba Inu by 2025. We're going to go into some of the detail. We're going to go into some of the what if scenarios because there's a lot of what if scenarios. And then we'll go into some predictions on where I believe that things will get to. So before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like button, also hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me there, as well as if you guys want to join the Shiba Inu Discord group, that link is down there in the description. But let's talk about Shiba Inu. First, I mean, you got to understand where the crypto market is. Understand that the crypto market is falling down quite a bit. Bitcoin's down 6%. It's down below 22,000. Ethereum is down below 1,200. BNB is down below 220. Cardano down below 50 cents. And then you scroll all the way down here, you're going to see Shiba Inu. That's currently at 0.00007956. It's down 6.8% or 7%, or in the last 7 days, 28%. So it's down a significant amount, just like everything in the market. It's not only, just this position that's falling, it's everything. I just wanted you to understand that that's the reason why we're seeing it down so much. It's not just because of people not believing in Shiba Inu, because I think there's a lot of people that believe in Shiba Inu. It's just people don't believe in the markets in general, right? They're scared, they're afraid of the markets. So currently, again, the price is at 0.00007956, down 6.8%. You're going to see the market cap around a $4.3 billion market cap, fully diluted market cap 4.7. So not really too much of a difference, but there is a difference. Another thing you're looking at is volume. $504 million in volume. That could be negative or positive, obviously selling and buying. And then you also see the circulating supply and max supply around that, 500 plus trillion mark. Or if you're looking at the total amount, let's just round it up to 600 trillion. Now, 600 trillion is a lot. What we're looking for, what we're looking for this to do is we're looking for a burn. We're looking for a large burn within this position to decrease the supply and essentially raise the price. So people want to know, what is your prediction or what is my prediction for 2025? And like I've said in plenty of videos, there are so many variables. You can't just come out and say, this is exactly where it's going to get to because everything's set in stone. Well, no, we don't know how much we're going to burn. We don't know the projects that are going to be implemented in order to burn. We don't know the amount of volume that's going to be going through it, depending on what hype we have. We don't know, all of these different things that could create more mass adoption. There's a lot of pieces to it that we just need to figure out. And once we figure those things out, we'll get a clearer path on what that prediction actually is. So things that are implemented right now within the ecosystem, we understand that we have Bone, we have Leash, we have Shiboshis, we have Wellies, we have John Richmond, the Metaverse, right? And one thing that's going to be coming soon is Shibarium. So when we look at all of those things, what ties to Shiba Inu? Not much really ties to Shiba Inu in a use case. Shibarium is supposed to be the biggest thing to where we're going to see a decent sized burn that could go through it. So seeing something like that could possibly take place to where we could see burns that are going through per transaction, that could be a larger feed to this burn and a larger feed to the price increase. So while we're looking at that, we can see how things have moved over the past, basically the full history of Shiba Inu, and seeing it right now down at some of these lows of 0.000007 or 8, right, where it stands right now. That's really bouncing off of some of those lows. We know that cryptocurrency has not held resistances or support levels well. They find a way to resist or have a support in some of those levels really briefly, and then all of a sudden break those levels very, very quickly. We've seen that time and time again. So it's very tough to give you a prediction. Right? It's very tough to say that this is going to go to 1 cent by 2025. My ultimate prediction, and what I had from the beginning, and I'm going to stick to my guns, is that 2026 we'll see a penny. So I would think 2025 we would see probably somewhere to where it's resisting at a half a penny, and or close to it. But that means that we're going to have massive burns that go through it. The current burn rates that we have now are not going to do it. The current burn methods that we do have could increase in scale, and we could see more that's being burned in the form of hundreds of billions to trillions within a month, rather than looking at just a billion or 10 billion in total. So all in all, we need to see this supply decrease. We need to see things within the ecosystem develop, like Shibarium, and see what that burn rate actually is, because we don't know what that is. That's another variable. If we do have a 1% or 2%, 1% of this 500 million or 1% of a billion or 1% of 2 billion could be a lot, and could be a decent amount that we end up burning off in the end, which could essentially increase the price because it increases, demand stays the same and the supply is decreasing. So my prediction, and if I needed to, kind of lay it out there, I do believe that we're going to see some sort of burn rate implemented to it. And I think with the community, we're going to be applying pressure, like how I've been doing. I've been applying pressure to the ecosystem devs to make sure that Shiba Inu is a big part of this ecosystem, because everything that they've built before Shibarium is not a big part of, is not sharing the load with Shiba Inu, or even, helping out Shiba Inu at all. Shiba Inu is its own thing, and it seems like the entities or, the ecosystem devs or the ecosystem is something completely separate. Just like they've said previously, you can build anything around Shiba Inu, but it doesn't necessarily have to support Shiba Inu. Now, would you take that seriously if it doesn't support Shiba Inu? I mean, people do seem to take some of these things seriously, but if it's not helping Shiba Inu, it's not something that I take seriously. It's not something that I look at, right? If you can't find a use case for SHIB, if you can't find a way to burn SHIB, then that's not going to be for me. So anyways, my prediction for 2025 and where I feel it's going to be is around that half a penny, to resist at a half a penny before decreasing, and maybe even getting to a point to where it's close to adding another zero at that point. But it is going to resist at that half a penny level after we do see decent sized burns. But it all depends on the amount of burns that we can see, because without that, it's really tough to get to some of those levels. Insanely tough to get to some of those levels. So anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about this. Do you feel the same way, or do you feel like it's never going to get there? I always like everybody's opinions. I read everybody's comments. I can't respond to them because, scammers and whatnot, people get confused. I've had people get confused already, and I can't have that happen. I don't want anybody to get scammed. So know that I read your comments. I just can't respond back to them. But anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one.